Hello, welcome to another episode of Pre-Workout Chat. Today is Sunday, July 14th, 2024, and we have a few things to go over. This is more of like a check-in slash to update video. So earlier I released a body update video. Essentially in this video, I actually put in a little bit of extra work in there, just trying to make it look nice and everything. But it was just a basic. I took the measurements of my body. I did a weigh-in. I did some poses. I need to actually work on my posing, and so that each time I do a body update, that I have these bodybuilder pose to really kind of show the progress with my muscles. So that's something I got to kind of do towards the future. But let's kind of like dive right on in. Uh, okay. So when I started this harder than last time experiment with Turk Builder Plus and GO2 Max, I started around 363 pounds. In my original videos, it's like I had did a weigh-in, I think Saturday, and it put me at like 359.5. And then the scale kind of fluctuated a little bit. I had kind of changed where my scale was, but it ended up being like 363 pounds. When I actually started to take the supplements and work out. So when I started, I was at 363 pounds, and if I zoom in just to get a better view, these were my measurements in the beginning. I actually had planned on doing like body updates every 2 weeks. But the reason why this was pretty much 3 weeks in is because one of those weeks I had to pretty much take off so that I can recover for my tendons. Essentially, I had overdid it, pushed my body a little bit too much, and so some of the tendons in my arms and shoulders was screaming, and so I just had to give it an extra few days to go ahead and heal up. So that's why it was an extra weekend before I did another body update. But pretty much, I was in terms of my weight, I was started at 363, and now I'm at 361. So 3 weeks later, I'm at 361. On average, as you can see from my measurements, I've pretty much lost about, I would say, half an inch on average for each of my body parts. Like, for example, my neck, it was 18 inches, and then it went down to 17 and 3/4. My chest was 53.25, and it went down to 52.5 inches. And you can just see on the screen here, pretty much everything was going down. So my body has pretty much shrank in terms of the circumference. My body has generally kind of shrunk about half an inch to a quarter of an inch on average. So I'm pretty happy with that. Altogether, over the course of 3 weeks, I've pretty much lost about 2 pounds. I would say I'm not even really counting stuff like water or anything. I'm just saying, like, altogether, my body went from 363 on the scale to 361 on the scale. I actually estimate that I've actually lost more weight than that. You also have to kind of counterbalance that I've also been building muscles. And so if you look at all the stimulants that I'm taking to try to help me build muscles, I should have built up a considerable amount. Like, I would say over those course, I mean, again, 1 week I wasn't really active, but I could probably say over these last 3 weeks, I should have put on about a pound of muscle. I think that's fair. I think anywhere between half a pound to a pound of muscle would be about fair. So I would say that I've lost really about 3 pounds of fat, and I gained about 1 pound of muscle. I think that would be like a fair estimation. But what I am happy is I am happy that my diet is pretty much stable in terms of like what I'm eating. My estimation right now is about like 2,600 calories, and that's really because my diet is actually it's actually less than 2,300 calories. It's just that one of the things that I had to come to understand is when you read the labels on food, they tell you how much is in there, but that is really just an estimation. According to like the FDA, all of the information that's on that label can be basically it could be off by about 20%. So it could be under or over by about 20%. So think about it. If it says it's 100 calories, in reality, that food might be 120 calories, right? So you gotta have to think about that, right? So I thought about that myself, right? And let's say my diet is set to 2,300 calories, and times 20%, that's like 460. So even though my diet is set to like about 2,300 calories or less, in reality the food labels could be so wrong. Where in reality, my diet could be around 2,760 calories. So estimating my diet at 2,600 calories is a happy medium in my book. And so that's what I did, right? So again, I was doing some tracking and stuff like that. And based off of the work that I've done in terms of like the weight loss and stuff like that, I am pretty much like around where I should be. Like even if we took the adjustment, I should really be around 359 based off of the work that I've done. But I'm at 361. It is what it is. Uh, but I am happy that the numbers and stuff are getting to be pretty accurate. Um, you have to know where you are in order to figure out where you're going. You have to understand where you came from to get an idea of actually where you're at. So that's why I try to really focus on my graph here. I want these numbers to be pretty accurate. Um, if my calculations are accurate, then basically I have a good understanding of what it is that I'm doing in terms of how much weight am I really losing when I do these exercise, how much calories am I really taking in, and so forth and so on. So I try to make this. My goal is to try to get this graph to be as accurate as possible. Again, even though the data that I'm going with is based off of my watch, the watch could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so the reality is going to come down to that scale. Now I understand that the scale could be skewed by how much water is being retained. I understand that. It could be off by how much I'm gaining in muscles and stuff like that because I can't really measure that. So these are some variables that I have to deal with, and there's nothing really I can do about that. So I just have to try to figure things out around that. Play with my estimations for how much calories I'm actually burning when I'm working out, and go from there. So anyway, my update was I'm pretty happy with my update. I'm doing pretty well. One thing I actually forgot to kind of put inside that update video was some updates with the weights that I'm throwing around. Um, as you guys know, like when I before I entered this HTLT phase where I'm testing out, GO2 Max and Turk Builder Plus, before I even began this experiment, I was already working out and stuff. And at the peak, these were the numbers that I managed to get to. Let me reduce the size a little bit. Yeah, that's better. So these were the numbers that I was able to get to at my peak, you know. So like for example, the bench press I got to about 130 pounds. Tricep push down 65, shoulder press 70, lat pull down 170, some bicep curls 50 pounds, some squat 140, and deadlift 110 pounds. So this is pretty much where I was at, you know, when I was at my strongest after training for like about, you know, 2 months. This is pretty much where I came to. Then I started my HTLT experiment. Now there was basically about 3 weeks where I didn't train, and that's because I had COVID. And so 623, even till today, I still am getting over COVID. COVID did a number on my lungs, and so I had a persistent cough going on. You know, the cough has been pretty much going away. It's been getting very less and less and less, and the full function of my lungs have been returning. I'm able to do cardio now for longer periods of time. I'm able to exercise for longer periods of time. And when I had COVID and the week after I had the main symptoms of COVID, I couldn't really do all that. I even tested it out and tried, doing some cardio, and it was a struggle. Which, by the way, the GO2 Max has been helping a lot when it comes down to me exercising longer, because that GO2 Max really helps get that oxygen mobile in your system. So I really do like, lay down, excuse me. My cat is trying to hurt herself. Anyway, I'm back. So, like I said, the GO2 Max was really helping me out a lot when I started working out around June 23rd. So yeah, I was working out. So starting with the Turk Builder, at first when I was taking only one dosage of Turk Builder. Sorry. Anyway, where was I? So when I first started GO2 Max, it was awesome day one. It was very effective right off the bat. Highly enjoyed it. I will continue to buy that supplement. But when I started Turk Builder Plus, I was only taking one capsule, so that's like about 15 milligrams of turkesterone. And when I was taking that one capsule, I didn't really notice anything. And then it was only until later that week, when after about basically about 3 or 4 days, I went ahead and upped the dosage to 2 capsule, which is 30 milligrams of turkesterone, and I immediately felt a difference. Like when I was taking the 2 capsule, I was really able to push myself. And so that's the number one thing I will give credit to Turk Builder Plus, is that Turk Builder Plus allows you to push yourself. So let's say that your bench press is normally like about, let's say your maximum bench press is 100 pounds, right? With Turk Builder Plus, I'm sure your maximum bench press can go up to like 130 pounds. I kind of feel like Turk Builder allows me to do 30% more than what I can normally do. So in terms of push, Turk Builder Plus can push you. Now, I'm not too keen on Turk Builder's ability to allow you to recover, because after I pushed myself, it took a while for me to recover. Now, again, I can't really judge the recovery rate for my muscles when it comes to Turk Builder. I can't really judge the recovery rate because at that time, I did feel that my muscles had, because basically I wrecked myself Thursday and Friday. and I actually felt good to go by that following Tuesday. It's just that my muscles were good to go, but my tendons were not good to go. So it is that classic saying that your muscles build faster than your tendons. So, and that's what happened. So basically, around this week right here, I pretty much couldn't really work out. And so then so after I fully healed up, then I started to just go ahead and work out, and everything was pretty good. Like, so last week was a pretty good week for me. I didn't do anything to go outside my diet. I worked out like 4 out of the 6 days, and pretty much everything was pretty good. So I was pretty happy with the results of last week. I do feel my ability to recover has improved, and I think that's I can't really accredit that to the Turk Builder or the GO2 Max, because my ability to recover was already pretty good at my peak, and I'm just trying to build up to where I was at before, which I do believe I'm pretty much almost at my peak right now. Um, and so I'm pretty happy about that. I actually went ahead and took today off because I wanted to give myself 4 days to fully recover. Again, I had just came from a week where I pretty much damaged my tendons, and then I was pretty much working out like nonstop for like 4 days. So I wanted to just go ahead and give myself 4 days to recover from all of that work, because I'm just trying to ease my body um, into this phase where I'm just basically constantly um, hitting my body with stimuli, hitting my body, breaking my muscles, slightly destroying my tendons, and getting it used to recovery and stuff like that. So that's what I've been trying to do. I actually um, went ahead and ordered a pizza as a treat to myself. I pretty much had like I ordered like two medium, three topping pizzas from Domino's, and I had ordered that marble brownie, and I ordered a 20-ounce Fanta orange pop. So yeah, I had myself a nice little reward today, and I just overall have just had a really relaxing weekend. So I'm very happy with that. But tomorrow, I am going to be pushing myself a lot more in the gym. I'm definitely am going to make a few larger jumps with some of the weights that I'm pushing. Like for example, with the bench press, my goal is actually to get to this 130, and if I am able to add like on average extra 5 to 10 pounds onto each of my workouts, I'll probably keep that weight going for 2 weeks before I decide to increase it again. It's just going to depend on like how much I increase it. So if I increase it, for example, let's say the pullover. Right now I'm throwing around 25 pounds. I'm going to try to increase this by 10. Um, if I increase this to, let's say, 40 pounds, then I'll keep that 40 going. But if I only increase it by 10, then I'll probably increase it by 10 on the 21st. So it just depends on how much I increase it. If I increase it a lot, I'll pretty much hold that weight for 2 weeks. Like for example, this 90 pounds, I had went from for a tricep push down, I went from 65 to 90 because of that Turk Builder Plus. And so since I went that high, I pretty much just held it for the 2 weeks that I actually worked out. And so that's why it's going to go up again this week. And that's pretty much what I do when it comes to my progression. I try to at least try to increase it by 2.5 to 5 pounds, depending on the body part. If it's like a large body part, like for example, my squat, the squat I try to increase by 10 pounds every week. And that's how I go for my progression. So yeah, all of that is pretty good. Nothing's really changed. My routine is still the same. Now I will say, last week, the only thing that I failed to do last week was the cardio. For some odd reason, I just got into the routine of sleeping in the morning and then basically working out late in the evening. So I would start working out at like 8 p.m. and I'll do both the workout sessions. Like for example, I'll do a push and an ab workout, or if it's a pull day, I'll do a pull and a leg workout. I'll just do one session, then do another session, drink some protein, shower, and then go to bed. Maybe edit some video, and basically I wouldn't go to sleep till like either 1 or 2 o'clock. Um, that has been the routine last week. I am going to try to correct it this week. Like I'm going to go to bed in a little bit, and I am going to try to wake up early so that I can do my cardio. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking that I'm going to try to combine the cardio instead of doing a workout and a cardio or workout and a cardio. I think what I'm going to try to do is, since I like lifting weights like late at night for some reason, I'm going to just try to do all of the cardio in the morning. So I'm going to try to do essentially like 2 hours of cardio. So, and how that's going to work is I'm going to wake up. I'm going to take my GO2 max. So everything is going to be on an empty stomach. I'll take a little bit of a pre-workout, and I'll take like a little hit of protein, like a protein powder. And I'll take a little hit of the protein powder, and then I'll do the workout. And that's how I'll do the cardio, and I'll just do a steady state cardio for like about 2 hours. And then I'll have my breakfast, and then I'll go to work or shower and then go to work. And then when I get home, I'll just go ahead and do both the workout sessions. Since that it's only down to about 4 exercises, I can pretty much just knock that out with somewhere between 30 to 40 minutes. That's how long it takes me to do like the 4 different exercises. Especially giving it a generous amount of rest. I try to give like 2 minute rest between sets, unless I do like a superset. Then it's like, let's say I'm doing a superset of a bench press and a deltoid fly. What I would do is I'll do one set of bench press, I'll wait a minute, do one set of deltoid flies, wait 2 minutes, do a set of bench press, wait a minute, do a set of deltoid flies, and then wait 2 minutes. And I'll just keep on repeating until I've done 3 sets each. And then I'll move on and I'll do the same thing where I'll superset a incline chest fly and a bench press. Tricep push down. And so yeah, I could like pretty much just knock that out in about 30 to 40 minutes. And then I'll do like my ab workout. I also can just easily knock that out within about 30 minutes as well. So it'll be like, so I guess I'm trying to go to like a 2 hour cardio session in the morning and a 1.5 to 2 hour, I guess a 1 to 2 hour weightlifting session in the evening. And here's the funny thing. Even when I take Turk Builder Plus, even just taking 2 dosage of Turk Builder Plus, even though I'm taking it like really late, like after 7 p.m., as long as I like really burn myself out working out, I have no issue sleeping. I do take like a ashwagandha supplement, and so I'll take that like right after, and chase it down with some protein, and I'm just knocked out. And if it's like really bad or something, like for example, um, if it's like, let's say I'm trying to force myself to go to sleep, instead of just letting myself sleep naturally, I'll just take some melatonin gummies, and I'm just knocked out all the way straight to like 7:30 in the morning. So that's pretty much my. That's what I'm gonna try this week. Now, speaking of pre-workout, so last week I finally finished my first pre-workout. I got this from Walmart, and it was a pretty good. It was a okay. It was an okay pre-workout. This is a good little introductory pre-workout. Of course, I would not buy this again. So then I started using this Jocko pre-workout Nitro Pop, and I'm just gonna. It's disgusting. I was shocked to actually. I was shocked by how disgusting the flavor is. It is really disgusting. I absolutely hate this pre-workout. I will say this though. Even though it tastes disgusting, it feels awesome. I mean, if you can just get past the disgusting taste and the idea that this might be filled with stuff that is absolutely unhealthy for you, probably a bunch of harmful metals, who knows? Once you get past that, once you get past that idea that's going to be in your head, because again, when you smell it, your head is just going to be filled with, oh yeah, this is probably filled with disgusting stuff that might be unhealthy for me. If you could get past that and you actually could consume a scoop of this stuff, let me tell you, you are going to feel it in your workout. I'm talking about you will be awake. You will be highly stimulated. Highly stimulated. Like I felt wired than hell. As a matter of fact, I had to take melatonin gummies because of this stuff. It wasn't even the Turk Builder Plus. It was because of this freaking pre-workout powder. I had to take the melatonin gummies because this pre-workout powder is highly, highly stimulative. But you will feel that pump. I'll let you know that right now. You will feel that pump. So I will give it props. It feels good. It just tastes absolutely nasty. So, excuse me. What I plan on getting, it's not going to be this month. It'll be next month. When I get paid next month, this is what I plan on ordering. Even if I don't finish this, as soon as this arrives, I'm going to start using this as my pre-workout. I have high hopes for this HTLT pre-workout 3.0, the peach ring flavor. I have high hopes for this. So again, next month, around the 15th, I'll just go ahead and order this. And as soon as it comes, I'm going to immediately start using this. I've actually already went ahead and ordered my second bottle of Turk Builder Plus. And I also ordered some creatine. I had only got one thing of creatine. It was on sale, and it's normally like around $30, but it was like on sale, and so it was like $15. I should have just went ahead and ordered two, and then I would have had like 120 days of creatine. So I don't know if the sale is still going. By the time I'm ready to order those peach rings, I'll probably just go ahead and just order another thing of creatine just to be safe. There are some other HTLT supplements that I'm looking at. Like for example, I'm kind of looking at some of their natural testosterone boosters. Like this stuff is supposed to like help stimulate your body to produce more testosterone. So I'm kind of interested in that because I'm just thinking, what can I do to improve the Turk Builder Plus? I mean, the Turk Builder Plus is already powerful, but they have like a Ecti Builder on the HTLT website. Let's see. Like I'm wondering, like if I take the Turk Builder Plus and I take like one of these Ecti builders, I feel like I could get a lot better results with the Ecti builder and the Turk Builder Plus working at the same time. Um, I'm also kind of looking at these like these natural testosterone boosters. Again, they're supposed to like help stimulate your body's ability to produce testosterone. So I'm kind of looking at that, and I'm going like, if I take like one of these, and I take like an Ecti builder, and I take like a Turk builder, like just one capsule of each one, I feel like they'll work in tandem, and I'll get some killer results, but I'm just not too sure. Like I have to do a lot more research, but that's something that I might throw in to my HTLT experiment. I'm just not sure. Right now, the experiment is just focused on GO2 Max and Turk Builder Plus, and I haven't ran the experiment long enough to get good quality data. So I really am not interested in disturbing it. But yeah, it is what it is. So I mean that's pretty much it. I would say I lost about 3 pounds of fat and I gained about 1 pound of muscle. And right now I weigh 361 pounds. Um, I found my right dosage of Turk Builder. Just 2 capsules is enough for me. I am interested in trying 3 capsules of Turk Builder Plus, but I kind of don't want to overly stretch my budget. The stuff is a bit expensive, so I'm not interested in having to buy like a lot right now, especially since my finances are a little bit tight. But actually, by I would say like maybe October, my finances should be a whole lot stabler, and then I should be able to consider trying 3 capsules of Turk Builder. So again, I was just going to try like a month of just taking 1 capsule of Turk Builder, but it absolutely did nothing. So 2 capsule was the magic point, and I would say probably up until October is where I'm just only going to take like 2 capsules of Turk Builder, and then after that, then I'm going to try to do like for like the last 3 months of my HTLT experiment, I'll be taking like 3 capsules of Turk Builder Plus just to see what that does. Now the only thing I'm sorry about is this experiment. This experiment is coming from the perspective of somebody who's obese, and because it's coming from the perspective of somebody who's obese rather than somebody who's like skinny or in shape, is you can't really see the muscle growth. So it's hard for me to like sit here and show you the benefits or the lack of benefits of the Turk Builder Plus. So That's something that is what it is. But what I can do is you can see my strength gains, right? And so you can see my strength gains from before I started this HTLT experiment to after I did the HTLT experiment. And so you can see the strength gain right there. You can see the progress that I've made with the program overall. Like you can see where I was at before, maybe doing 1 or 2 exercises a week, to doing like 3 or 4 exercises a week, to doing like 6 exercises a week. You can see me going from a point where I did cardio maybe once a week to doing cardio 2 or 3 times a week and stuff like that. You could at least see that progress. That's what I could at least give to you guys. And then you can try to figure out for yourself whether the Turk Builder Plus or the GO2 Max would be a benefit for you if you are obese. For people who are skinny and people who are fit, I don't really think my experiment is going to be beneficial to you. Maybe if you were trying to lose weight, this information might pique your interest, but the purpose of taking something like Turk Builder Plus is to build muscle. So if that's where you at, I don't really think my experiment can give you that information. So the data from this experiment is really for people who are like overweight, people who are pretty much like me, who's trying to create a program where they get the best of both worlds. They're getting that muscle building and they're getting that weight loss. And like I look at myself and I look at my muscles and stuff like that. I'm looking at how even when I wear like baggy shirts and stuff like that, you can see when I pump my muscles, you can really kind of see it kind of going through the shirt and stuff like that. You can see me flexing more, so you can see the muscles are actually developing underneath the fat. It's just that fat is burning off at a very slow rate. I have thought about tweaking my diet a little bit, but it's just that it's a certain point where I just go like, I can't reduce my protein any further than where it's at. And the less protein that I get, the harder it's going to be for me to recover. And I just can't go below that 180 milligrams of protein. I just can't go below that. Going below that means that the diet is going to be so bad that I'm just going to end up crashing it. Trying to do stuff like order pizza every week and order carry out every other day and stuff like that. So I can already see that coming. So that's why I really can't reduce my calories anymore. The only thing I can try to do is improve my discipline to the point where I can do more cardio. That's the only thing I'm going to do. And so that's really the goal for this week and the next week and the week after that, is over these next 3 weeks, my goal is to build up my discipline. By the time that I'm ready to do my next body update, my goal is to get my weight down to about 355 pounds. And to have on average 4 days of doing cardio, 4 days of doing at least 2 hours of cardio. That's what I want to be the weekly average over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope it was informative. If you have stuck with me all the way to the end of this video, I thank you. I know this stuff is not really interesting. I'm not really that entertaining. But again, like I said before, I make these videos to really hold myself accountable. But I do hope that the information that I provide can, maybe help somebody who's in a similar situation like me. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I wish you all the best, and remember, stay on the path. I'll catch you guys next time.